Shalom everyone. A lot of you have asked me on Instagram to explain a little bit about what is happening in Israel. So I'll do my best to explain what's happening until now. I don't know when I'll have time to edit this video, but until now, this is what's happening. Today is Monday, the 20th of January. Hamas and Israel were supposed to have a ceasefire in 10:30, and then Hamas were supposed to provide the list of the hostages they will set free on that day. Of course, like always, Hamas broke down this agreement and they did not provide the names. Honestly, we think because Hamas don't really know what's happening in the Gaza Strip, even though they claim to do, because there are a lot of other people who think they're controlling the Gaza Strip, and there's a lot of innocent civilians who also took hostages and thought they will benefit from it. Now, finally, when Hamas managed to provide 3 names of Israeli female hostages, females that were taken by force on October 7, 2023 from their homes and from a music festival here in Israel, then the ceasefire started to happen. In order to make sure those 3 Israeli hostages will come back home, Israel had to set free a lot of criminals from its prison, and I will talk about this in a second. I want to talk more about what happened to those females from the second Hamas decided they will be free. Those females had to be forcibly, again, everything is by force with them. They had to be inside of a truck, one of the trucks that infiltrated Israel on October 7, and they were paraded in the city of Gaza. They were just driving in the street, and every single innocent civilian were able to scream at them, shout at them, laugh at them, film them, everything. They were being paraded. They had necklaces. They've been forced to wear necklaces with the Palestinian flags on them. Everything was really disgusting. The way that they're forcing 3 females to be in a sea of men who are shouting at them, it just again show you how little respect to every person every female. They do not have respect to female, but every person who's not Muslim, they don't really care. Let's be real about what's happening. At the same time, they gave up in the street. All the people gave candies to one another, which is very interesting because last time I heard from Gazan people, they do not have food. They don't have food, but they have time and a way to reach out to a lot of candies and be just giving them away in the street as a celebration. For those of you who doesn't know, every time that there is a celebration in Arab culture, a successful terror attack or something like this, they are giving candies to other people in the street, to other Muslims in the street, just to celebrate the sweet victory. This is why they give up candy. So they were giving candy all over Gaza, the city where everyone is saying that they don't have food and it's really sad and blah, blah, blah. Giving candies, parading those women, and I think it was the first time we actually able to see Hamas soldiers wearing some type of a uniform that will identify them not as an innocent civilians, because Hamas always wear civilian clothes to use other people as human shields. This time, this was the first time we actually saw Hamas terrorists, because I'm sorry, if you're doing that to 3 females in general, this is not, I will not respect you as a man. So they did that. They were holding a lot of weapons. So of course, if those females tried to escape or something, they could not. They were forced to be there, forced to be displayed in front of all of those men. And then, finally, after several hours, they saw, after 471 days, they saw a member from the Red Cross coming to take them home. For those of you who doesn't know what the Red Cross is, I made a video about it, so you can check it out and see how fake this organization is and how much there is no reason for this organization to still exist in our modern era. So like I said before, in order to bring those 3 Israeli female hostages back home, Israel had to set free a lot of criminals. Now, criminals are people that did rape, were a part of terror organization, were a part of terror act, or helped create this terror act. Those people are people that were judged and then proven to do something that will harm other people. And that's why those people were in jail. Now I want you to understand, those are the people that the people of Gaza are looking at as heroes. Every person who killed a non-Muslim is a hero because he made sure the world would be a little bit more better because he cleared a non-Muslim from this world. I'm always telling you guys, please learn what Islam is, please learn Arabic, understand what those people actually talking about when they're claiming they're not talking about you. And if you think I'm just talking conspiracy theory, just learn Islam. Read in the Hadiths. Okay, book 54, Hadith 136, there will only one religion remain in the world. Book 55, Hadith 657, people will accept only Islam at the time. Just learn what those people believe and what those people want. They believe that the second Palestine will become Palestine and the Jewish people will not be in here and the Jewish people will have to either convert to Islam or die. That's when this will be the key to the entire world to start fighting the holy war and to make sure the world will be clean of non-Muslims. Please educate yourself about Islam. Learn Quran, learn Hadith, read, educate yourself. And I know a lot of people want to hear what happened to those females, but I want you to remember, right now there are still Israeli hostages in Gaza. So if they're going to share anything bad that happened, everyone are scared that the Israeli hostages that are still in Gaza gonna suffer from this. So this is very dangerous. The only reason we start to understand what happened to the hostages that came back long time ago is because they're slowly starting to sleep out and say, this happened to me, that happened to me, and we see their trauma and we see how they're dealing with things. Slowly, those people are starting to talk and share about what happened to them. But they were quiet for such a long time because they were scared that something going to happen to the Israeli hostages that are already there. So right now, we will not know what happened to them. And honestly, we don't need to. This entire festival of receiving information without trying to understand on your own right now for a second that this will hurt other people. I hear so many voices from the pro-Palestine side that is saying so many ridiculous things. The whole they were happy, they don't have anything to share because everything was great. Again, like I said, it's not like a vacation. It's not like all those random people that were forced to go to Gaza can leave any second they want. It's not like they were able to communicate with other people. They were forced to be in Gaza, and we will not know what happened to them until every Israeli person who was being held hostage in Gaza will come back home. Only then people will open up and say what happened to them. I really hope the 94 other Israeli hostages will come back home and we will be able to start healing from this, because right now we are still at war. We're still in the trauma. We don't have time to process this, and for a lot of people, time stopped in October 7. Write down in your comments what do you think. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.